Hello, this is JD. Good morning, everyone. This is the third time I do this video because every time I go over 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 43 seconds, etc. Let me get into it. This video is about church and state, bringing God into the government, allowing God to be there, at the same time separating God. Now understand, first and foremost, I'm a Christian. As such, I believe in God, the Father, Jesus, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Calling myself born again, no. I let other people decide that, not me. I live my life according to my beliefs, and hopefully I live it very well. I will not denounce my beliefs in God. And that's what I mean by bringing God back into government. That as a governmental leader, I can announce my beliefs and defend my beliefs and do not have to denounce them for any reason whatsoever. But understand this. A great philosopher, a great teacher, and a wonderful man stood before a crowd and said this thing: render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto God what is God's. That alone is where church and state separation is brought into play, or made to happen. Now, I feel that that man, Jesus, which I believe is the Son of God, is greater, and I will take his words. So understand, though I believe in God, and I wish to bring God back into the government, God does not run the government. The people do. The Constitution. Remember, I say, as president, I will serve the people and the Constitution and no others. And that's what it means. No others. But at the same time, I will not denounce my beliefs in God. Our moral fiber that we as Americans are made of. Now, yes, there's some of you who don't believe in God, and you have that right. And I will defend that right. I will defend your right to believe in what you wish, as long as you don't force it upon other people. Then I will stand up and fight you. Even if you're a person who believes in God, Jesus, as I do, and the Holy Spirit. But if you try to force that onto somebody, I will stand up and fight against it. But I will defend your right to believe. If you discuss it freely with someone else, that is fine. You have that right. And that is where you are permitted. And God is permitted in our system. For example, our court systems are based on the 10 Commandments. Our judicial system, between right and wrong and punishment, is based on the 10 Commandments and the teachings that people can be forgiven of what they did wrong. That's why we don't cut a hand off of someone, like in some religions, or stone someone to death because they made a mistake. Yes, we do send them to jail, but we do believe that they can be rehabbed. That is the belief of a Christian religion. So, putting the 10 Commandments around a court, or in a court hallway, or over the doors when you enter a courtroom, is not religious. It is telling the world, these are the standards you will be judged by. We are not announcing a particular religion or a particular belief or a particular God. We are saying these are the standards by which you will be judged by. That is the reason why you see the 10 Commandments in the courtroom where they're numbered instead of written. Almost every courtroom you go to that has the 10 Commandments up there, you see it numbered. because that represents how you will be judged. What is right, what is wrong, what is a crime, what is not a crime. Those are the standards by which our court system goes. So therefore, to display it in a courtroom, outside the courtroom, over the doorways, over the buildings, around the buildings, is not wrong. It is stating how a judicial system will judge you. Just like the blind lady with the scales. They say something very important. Remember, Jesus said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto God what is God's. And I always add, and never shall the twain mix. And that's the way I truly believe. Never shall a church or a religious belief run this country. I mean, if you want to see a mess, go and look at these countries where religions run the country. How they persecute everybody else of a different religion. There's a lot of countries in the world, especially in the Middle East, where you could find that. And you see how wrong it really is, at least by our standards. So no religion or no church shall run this country. Like I say, and I say over and over again, I will serve the people and the Constitution as president, and no others. No church shall be or trump the Constitution of the United States of America when it comes to the government. We will acknowledge our beliefs in God, and if we wish to pray, we will pray. We will not force our beliefs onto anybody. That is where I draw the line. You cannot force them. I will defend a person's belief to believe what they want to believe, no matter what it is, because in this country they have that right. But at the same time, I will announce my beliefs, and if a person wishes to question me about it and why, I will defend them and explain them, but never, ever will I force any church or any religious beliefs onto a single citizen inside this country. For they have the right to believe in what they wish to believe, and no one else has the right to force anything else on them. And that is what I meant by bringing God into the country, that we can openly announce our belief in God as we wish to announce it. But yet we must never force it onto someone else. And understand that government is to serve the people and the Constitution and nothing else. And that is where I swear my loyalty to. I will serve the people and the Constitution and no others as president. That is what is meant by God and country. You have a nice day. You have a nice night. Try to understand what I'm saying. And good night.